Look, it's no secret that right now, North American Counter-Strike is, well, a little worse for wear. Between COVID ousting all of our orgs, VALORANT snagging our up-and-comers, and the fact that our last truly consistent roster was a bunch of Bizon-worshipping Brazilians, it is starting to seem as if real, farm-raised, locally sourced Counter-Strike is, at least for now, dead.
There's so little NA teams now. Like, NA as a whole is not popular at all. I mean, you have, what do you have? You have EG, you have Complexity, you have Liquid.
Is that it?
Like, that's it. Like, and then the rest is just like EU, you know? NA just died in CS hard.
Every star assailant worth their salt is shipping off to Europe, and those who couldn't make the cut are cashing in Condom Guy for the next Glitch Pop set. Hell, even our most iconic streamers are spending several days a week teaching League players how to run a fucking default.
Guys, they're rushing B every round. They're just rushing. Why are you playing 3 fucking A? Oh wow, look. Look, there's 4 or 5 here.
Sure, the casual player base is booming, but it is starting to feel as if there are fewer and fewer places where diehard tryhards can take root and grow. Bastions where casuals and competitors alike can come together, enliven NACS, and dare I say, save it once and for all. Okay, well, to be fair, there is one place, but the guy who runs it spends way too much time talking about dicks.
Colin, nice cock. Thanks so much for the 5-10 gifted, you sexy bitch, and the 5-month resub. Great food year, bitch.
Today, we're simping the big bearded beauty that is Erik Flom. A professional player turned content creator whose unwavering love for Counter-Strike has cemented him as not only his region's last great dedicated CS streamer, but an impromptu godfather of sorts.
Let's go, bro. You better hurry the f up. Too much talking. Too much talking. I'm shooting his leg. I'm shooting his leg. This is how Mythic gets subs.
See, it isn't just that Flom is charismatic. It's that he's committed. He has stuck with CS through thick and thin. And the more that other games have started to captivate his region's interest, the more his refusal to switch games has piqued the interest of like-minded CS lovers.
Everything that he does, he's trying to do it for the NA scene, and he's just trying to keep the NA dream alive, you know?
So what drove Flom to abandon a career in politics to cap heads for a living? And what do coffee mugs with 5 gifted printed on the side, shoes on heads, and having a nice cock have to do with Counter-Strike?
This is where it all goes downhill.
No, right.
Okay, so if you are in need of a crash course on the Flom Daddy, I'm just the guy to give it to you. He's a full-time streamer, self-sufficient org co-owner, and an occasionally nutty opper who, despite looking about 20 years older than he actually is, isn't nearly as washed as you might think.
All right, bro. Here's the plan. You're gonna run out. I'm gonna bait you, and I'm gonna kill all of them. Go, 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 go.
Never seen you lose these. You're so good.
Told you what would happen, and I fucking delivered, did I not?
His interests include shit-stomping silvers as casually as if it were his day job. Because, well, it is.
Yep, clip it and ship it.
Being mercilessly bullied by his chat.
Flom, why do you look like a dwarf? Guys, I have feelings. I'm a person. Hey!
And getting absolutely farmed by yours truly.
He fucking kills me. Are you F***ing my ass raw with no lube. Sandbag, sandbag. Damn, he's better than.
Sorry, I didn't quite catch that. I'm what?
Damn, he's better than. Damn, he's better than.
Well, he didn't quite say it, but we take those.
Dimitri, I catch your ass simping on Twitter right now. What the hell did you just blow me up in? Oh no. Let me respond with sucks. Just suck.
Anyway, so where did Flom come from, and how did his stream become the place to be if you're a part of that sorry, godforsaken lot known as North American Counter-Strike fans? Well, in spite of looking like a homeless Viking, Flom isn't actually your typical D-Gen gamer type. In fact, once upon a time, this smart, straight-laced son of a university professor had his sights set on a career in politics.
It was mostly out of necessity. It wasn't really something that I was ever passionate about. It was just very easy to me. I just did what had to be done to get my parents off my back so I could focus on Counter-Strike, which is what I really cared about.
Woo! Give me that ace, bruh!
Now, as for his professional CSGO career, it was sweet, but short-lived. He spent 2 years bouncing around amateur rosters before briefly signing with Luminosity in February of 2015.
This is perfect for Luminosity, and they're going to be able to catch Apex off guard. There you go, the aggressive push, but RPK waiting for Lex with that Mag 10. He's going to pick up the first, but Flom is wreaking havoc right now in a pit. And Existence and Maniac are the last two guys alive.
If you're strictly just looking at when I was a paid professional on Luminosity as my professional career, I was good at the right time, and then I was really bad at a very important time, but also our team was a clusterfuck.
Unfortunately, as most of you are probably aware, NACS has always had a reputation for being a bit of a shit show. Flom realized early on that if he couldn't find a roster with whom he could grow, flourish, and just compete seriously, it was probably better to just not compete at all.
I've had offers from other teams to like play in the Pro Division if I wanted. The answer is I don't want to sit here and I don't want to join a team. I want them to be good, yeah, but I also want a team that's going to stick together for a while. So I'm not trying to like just force myself to play right away, you know what I mean?
The thing is, Flom had a backup plan. You see, he'd fancied himself something of an entertainer for quite some time, and was actually one of his region's first real personalities to play Counter-Strike on Twitch. So, like several of North America's usual suspects, Flom went whole hog into streaming.
I want to stream, I want to be involved with Counter-Strike in some way. Like, that was just what I was going to do. There wasn't another option, even in my mind. That was all I wanted. Whatever I had to do to make that happen, I was going to make it happen.
Now, keep in mind, this was back when CSGO actually had a fairly massive Twitch following. Battle Royales were a long ways away, and it made sense to full send your way into Valve's edgy, explosive, esports-centric shooter. And that is exactly what our boy did.
Yeah, it's patience, boys.
Slowly but surely, Flom began to cultivate a community of fans around his irreverent, authentic, CS with the boys type playstyle and persona. Whether he was raising awareness for his all too incurable Whittington's disease,
What? What is this?
or sharing his thoughts on various aspects of the meta,
How's the Tech-9 jumping? I don't know, man. I'm not really too worried about that.
Flom eventually began to cement himself as both a staple source of entertainment and an unofficial figurehead of sorts.
Come here, you crouch.
Yeah.
And then you aim right here.
Whoa! Oh my god.
He even became the co-owner of Mythic, an org which focuses on the development of up-and-coming talent, and kicked off his very own pub league.
Originally, me and Adren were supposed to be faces of a different hub, and Faceit just said, well, this is dumb. You guys should just have your own. And we're like, sure, maybe? Like, because, you know, at that time, Mythic was just a roster that I had put together and gave us a name. I just wanted to see something and create something cool. And it attached me and it really grounded me in the community. And just, I don't know, it made me care more.
The issue, of course, is that eventually streaming Counter-Strike became less and less popular on Twitch. But even as BRs began to take off, a genre in which Flom did dabble in from time to time, he never abandoned his roots.
Better.
And then, in the spring of 2020, we saw the release of the real so-called Counter-Strike killer, VALORANT. Within no time, virtually all of North America's biggest Counter-Strike creators were orchestrating either partial or full-time switches to Riot's shiny new shooter. Flom checked it out too, of course, and since he was given the chance to drop beta keys, his stream actually grew significantly.
I think what Valorant did is when I had those drops, my name was now not only something that you'd heard before, but you see at the top of a directory consistently for a while. So I think undeniably Valorant grew my audience. I also think it brought a lot of people in that had previously heard of me, knew roughly who I was, but I actually took the first dive into my stream.
What set Flom apart was that once the hype surrounding the beta had subsided, he was pretty much the only big North American streamer to go back to Counter-Strike full time. But what's really crazy is that his newly increased viewership came with him. The beautiful thing about Flom's journey is that he found success by remaining a stalwart supporter of the game, region, and all-around culture in which he was raised. And today, his stream stands as essentially the last refuge of scrubby North American Counter-Strike stans. Whether he's offering deep, analytical breakdowns during his watch parties,
Wait. Wait! His face! Shit!
or bringing together community figures, competitors, and famous music producers and watching as they engage in some very stupid shit.
Okay, no.
Yes! 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 Yeah! No!
Wait, what the hell happened there?
Oh my god!
Why are you knifing him?
Flom has managed to turn his stream into this kind of CSGO variety show. A haven where anyone who adores this awesome, outdated masterpiece of a shooter can connect with others just like them.
I want to stream and have a good time with my community, and that's like the number one thing that I prioritize over anything else.
Now, some may look at Flom and see a bearded retiree with a shoe on his head, a sea of subpar content, and a semi-decent pub league. What I see is a hero. A guy who's fighting to keep the game that he loves alive in a region in which it's pretty much always struggled to gain recognition.
I do try to push people to stream more, even if they are a professional player, because NA needs kind of somebody that is just there that they can, if they want to watch some CS and they want to see a North American player, they have somebody.
And he's come a long way because of it.
Now I have my own skin and a name trainer, bro, with my logo in it and everything. That's so crazy to me. You know what I mean?
Flom may not be the savior that North American Counter-Strike asked for. He may not even be the one it deserved. But he's sure as shit the one it needed.
Brings new players from the community to, kind of have an opportunity to play with a player like Flom and, kind of have that interaction from, a professional level to, a casual level. I think he plays a big part in it, and I think we should be grateful to have him.
So, for once, on behalf of a community for whom you have done so much, let me be the one to say, nice cock, bro.
Dude, I'm gonna crack up. No.
No, Flom has hair like mine, actually. He kind of has like the same kind of like, we're kind of like hair bros. Kind of. He has the same like kind of like, we both look like that dude from the in-game model in CS, the professor guy with the glasses, the beard, and the hair.
Yes, okay.
Yeah, we both run that guy in-game too.